the scam that was happening was that the tender was floated for missing link stormwater drain, which means wherever the stormwater drain was missing, they were supposed to connect it. But instead of that, what they had actually handed over the tender for is to demolish already existing stormwater drain at several places and reconstruct it. It was just throwing away citizens' money. The Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption has sent to the government for approval for filing of an FIR. The government is holding for almost 5 to 6 months because the person who has to approve it is the Secretary of Municipal Administration and Water Supplies Department. There's a person called Karthikeyan AS. He was the Corporation Commissioner in 2018 when this whole scam happened. Now he has to approve his own scam.
Today, Tamil Nadu is a poor state. Financially, we are very, very poor. Our bank balances are extremely low. So much low that we are saying we are at the mercy of the central government. We will give you 6,000 rupees per person. If the central government gives more, we will give you more. When did Tamil Nadu fall on its knees and say it all depends on the Modi Sarkar? We were never like that. Where's the Tamil pride? Where's the Tamil bank balance? Where's the Tamil strength? Why are we folding our hands and stretching our palms out saying, please give us money? We don't need to do that if we had our priorities in place. What was the relief and what's holding us back, sir?
See, I think, it is partly true and partly it is also a right to expect the money from the central government because bulk of our taxes from the citizens here goes to the central government. And therefore,
Sir, right is different from begging, sir.
Yes.
Right is different from conditions, sir.
Correct. And therefore, it is also a right. I'm saying that in the sense that when a big calamity like this happens, that you expect the central government to say that you need to give us so much money, and therefore that is something that we need to do. But on the other side, I think this relief, when you talk about the relief, see, primarily on the December 3 when it happened, it was not like 2015. There were a lot of differences that we saw between 2015 and this time. Now 2 days there were no network. And after 2 days, suddenly when you got the network, you don't know what happened. On the December 4th, the network vandadukku piragu, you go online, you see that Chennai meet Timuka. So, people from outside, when namakala network illadambodu, when people were watching from Bangalore, watching from districts other than Chennai, they thought Chennai is fine. Chennai is doing fine, because already they have said that DMK is taking care of everything, the ruling party is taken care of everything. See, that online disinformation that was spread, I think that was a key reason why people from all fronts did not come to, start doing the relief work. They thought things were fine. But only on the third day when we went to the field, when we walked into the different places, we saw that, in many places like Pattalam, when we went there, I went there probably on the 4th or 5th day, I think. They said, until now, not even a single official has come. Until now, no one came to see us, not even a politician. The minister lives just at the end of the street, Shekhar Babu, but he didn't come, right? So there were a lot of complaints from citizens that no one actually had come to even rescue them, to provide relief. I think those 4 or 5 days was a big problem for the people this time in many places. We did not see enough boats. We did not see enough relief materials going inside in the initial 4 or 5 days. So I think that was a big blunder on the part of the government to spread this disinformation in the initial 2 days, thinking that they could cover up this entire issue. I think they should not have done that. On the first day, the message should have gone that Chennai is under trouble. Chennai people are under problems. So come help. Everyone should be there on the field.
So more than handling the people, they were handling the media.
Yes.
More than controlling the problem, they were controlling the chaos which the media will speak. What will the other people say? What will the state say? In all of this, one person who's played the cards the smartest, according to me. Very, very smart. In fact, they've not even entered the field, but they feel they have won the game, is the opposition party. What says that only the ruling government should work? Who says that the opposition has no role but to put the front camera, go on the TV channels that they own and say, look how bad the current government is doing? What did the opposition do, sir, besides finding criticism? Nothing.
Yes.
What is the role of the opposition in this?
I think the opposition should have also jumped. I mean, in fact, the ADMK, which is the principal opposition here, they should have called on their district secretaries from different places to come into Chennai and provide with relief. I think that is something that they should have done. I think they completely messed it up as well. The opposition was only blaming the ruling party as well. I think that wasn't a problem with the opposition as well. Today we don't have a strong opposition in Tamil Nadu.
Correct.
We have a very, very weak opposition, and that becomes the strength of the ruling party. That no one is able to raise questions, no one is, they don't have enough criticisms coming in and so on. So therefore, they keep doing what they think they want to do, doing corruption on one side. On the other side, they are mismanaging the administration. So a lot of other things are going on. I think probably in 2023, everything has failed. I think that's what I think. The ruling party has failed providing relief. The opposition party has failed. I think to some extent the citizens as well. I think we have also not gone to the field to provide enough relief. And
exactly what you're saying. We all have. It's a collective failure. We can point fingers. Somebody can look at us. Cameras can tilt everywhere. Like you rightly said, in 2015, sir. When we realize this is a situation that we have not faced before, and we realize the best people to save us is us. We walked together, man, woman, young, old, human, animal. We all went out there trying to save that little bit that we can, trying to rescue how many ever we can, whether it's food or pushing away water. We did all of that. This time, sir, in 2023, our feet didn't step out. Our phones came out. We were so busy taking out videos, taking out photos. Yenge network irukku mattum na and the correct hashtag potta the reach idom in the video. I want to complain. I want to show my area. It became more like I want to influence. I want to show. I don't want to work. I don't want to do. Somewhere the people have to also say maybe we could have done better. Don't you feel so, sir?
Yes, I think we should have done better. Even as citizens, we should have done better. There is absolutely no doubt about it. Secondly, I think there were also problems for citizens this time, much more than last time, in the sense that, last time, the South Chennai part was the one that was most affected. So, people from other places had rushed to the southern part of Chennai to start helping. But this time, the problem was widespread. In fact, water entered my house. Water entered people's houses in North Chennai as well.
Water was not scared of you, sir.
Right. So,
I would be very scared if I was water.
But point is, in North Chennai, Central Chennai, I think this time it was much more widespread. So therefore, many of the houses were affected, and therefore it took 2 or 3 days even before citizens can come out to see how other people are affected. I think that is also an issue this time. So I think all this put together, as much the disinformation of the government, people getting affected widely, all this together. I think so we have to own the responsibility collectively.
Sir, actually we should not worry. Things are already back to normal. That car race matto adu cancel aichidane sir. Adha matto kashto. Illena vande the global investors meet, CMDA saying let's expand our city little more. Things the government is trying to distract. The government is showing you different things, showing you different ideas, showing you different plans, different meetings, and trying to distract you. But sir, I want this to be very clear that this should not be forgotten.
Okay.
Otherwise, for the next 5 years, we'll be having the same discussion.
Okay.
We will still be fighting, still be posting, still be complaining, still be gaining sympathy. That's all we'll do. This should not be forgotten. This should not be spared. There has to be a solution. So this stormwater drain, you have seen some problem in this. You said, I reported a few instances of scams and activities that are not clear. What did you see in this one? And does the government have further right to invest more into this when it's not working? Today the GCC is saying, wait, we will see why it was not working. Who decided this this stormwater drain? Who decided that this is the scientist or this is the engineering process that has to happen? Who says you will allow 2,000 crores to fail like this? You can't allow that to happen. Someone has to be responsible. Whether it is GCC, whether it is the team, whether it is CMDA, someone has to stand up and be responsible, sir. Just because your party's ruling period is over doesn't mean you can go. Not two people, one Ponmodi and one Sendil Balaji and one more will go into jail and everybody else will walk out scot-free. That should not be the case. What did you see in the stormwater drain that you say there was a scam?
See, in 2018, we filed a complaint on the smart city stormwater drain project that was happening. The scam that was happening was that, number one, the tender was floated for missing link stormwater drain, which means wherever the stormwater drain was missing, they were supposed to connect it. But instead of that, what they had actually handed over the tender for is to demolish already existing stormwater drain at several places and reconstruct it. So it was just throwing away citizens' money to build new stormwater drains rather than actually linking the missing pieces. So that is something that we brought out. And the second most important aspect of it is the way that entire process went through. For example, there were several bidders there was collusion in that whole tendering process where bidders participated from the same IP address. So we took out this information through right to information. We showed how there is collusion, and because of this, what had happened was that tenders were handed over at much more than market rates. For example, the ready-mix concrete, that is the key component of the stormwater drain. If you take 1 cubic meter of this ready-mix concrete, it's M25, M30 and so on, the market cost is rupees 5,000 per unit. But the government handed over at almost rupees 10,000 to 12,000 per unit. The reason was that this ready-mix concrete, they said river sand must be used. But the ready-mix concrete that is uses M sand. The difference between M sand and the river sand is 50 rupees per cubic feet is what M sand is, whereas the river sand is 120 rupees per cubic feet. This was the difference. And they were actually having river sand in the tender, they were implementing M sand. They were putting M sand. It's okay to put M sand, but you have to pay them at M sand rate. That did not happen. So we had brought this entire thing out and we had filed, and recently it also came in the High Court. High Court said DVSE is, they can proceed further. So the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption has sent to the government for approval for filing of an FIR. The government is holding for almost 5 to 6 months because the person who has to approve it is the Secretary of Municipal Administration and Water Supplies Department. There's a person called Karthikeyan AS. He was the Corporation Commissioner in 2018 when this whole scam happened. Now he has to approve his own scam for filing of an FIR. So this is where we are in terms of the stormwater drain. And therefore, this government, when in 2021, when the CM was questioned, what are you going to do? He said that there was a scam, the stormwater drain. We are going to take action. I'm going to form a commission. He formed a David R committee. He was a former IAS officer. So he gave a report. That report is right now in Municipal Administration and Water Supplies Department. So I didn't know. So what I did was I filed RTI with 2 or 3 departments. I filed with the CM's office. I also filed with the MAWS, Municipal Administration and Water Supplies. The CM's office forwarded it to the MAWS department. That's how I know the report is with the MAWS department. Now the secretary of the department is the person who is involved in the scam now. So how is he going to take action on himself? So whatever the government has said, in the government or previous government, it's all kind of same thing, hand in glove. You are not, unless you fix accountability. In all these things, the key thing is accountability. And the accountability இல்லைன்னா என்ன பயம் இருக்க போகுது? இன்னைக்கு ஒரு ஆஃபீஸர் இருக்கான், நம்ம தப்பு பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கலாம். It is not a problem.
This is Chennai Live, Radio Redefined.